Most people fill up every possible hour that they have in the day, thinking that they're hustling or that they're grinding because they're enchanted by these gurus that tell them that they have to work 16-hour days in order to actually get ahead. But here's some food for thought. Many people work hard for years but never get anywhere. They completely neglect their inefficiencies and end up in a perpetual cycle of mediocrity, whereas some reach success in a fraction of time with a fraction of effort. You are stuck in what I like to call the productivity matrix, which falls under this ideology. Work more, reach goals, which obviously isn't the case, right? I was in this loop for a while where I was working a lot, but not actually taking the moment to think of what the things that I was actually working on. And not only that, I felt really unfulfilled and machine-like because I had all this built-up creativity, but I had no outlet to actually work on it. In my teen years, I was creating beats, I was making music for local rappers, local artists, even managing to get a few million streams in the process. Alongside that, I also made fashion. I did t-shirts for my school. I had my own fashion brand. I actually studied in fashion university, and all of those previous passions slowly started to fade away as I got deeper into entrepreneurship, because a lot of the times there is not quote unquote much creativity involved with just doing the work and being efficient. And the space doesn't really talk about, how you can be creative in your work, which again caused some deep unfulfillment within myself. And if you're anything like me, you want to create an income using your mind. Here is what I'm striving towards in 2024. Instead of losing focus from a lack of holistic goal setting, following the masses, and losing balance, I aim to create holistic work that fuels me, a unique path, a balanced life that gets me further ahead in the meantime. Do what aligns with you so you can create a path that no one else will follow. Instead of working 16-hour days, aim to play for 16 hours. People think they're productive, but instead just end up filling up time in their calendar with work blocks and have no time to analyze what they're doing, learn new skills, and actually create content in a creative way that can grow their brand. So here are my personal 4 areas that I think are worth spending time on. Creative, productive, well-being, and mind. Holistic improvement is the only cure to psychic entropy. It's the cure to boredom and uncontrollable thoughts. So now this is basically different things that you can do in those different 4 areas. So this is kind of my interpretation of, creativity, mind, all of that. But feel free to kind of put in your own topics that you can relate the words creativity or productivity to. Creativity. Spend this on writing, creating content, exploring your research. Productivity. Spend this on outreach, engagement, communication, client work. Well-being. Spend this on exercise, meditation, journaling, reflection. Mind. Spend this on researching, so YouTube, podcasts, books, articles, note-taking, and analyzing data. You can spend as much time as you want on these individual kind of areas throughout the day, but obviously a very kind of basic or foundation to go from is you spend 2 hours a day on each area per day, which is kind of the regular 8-hour workday. Of course, this can kind of vary day to day, but in general, what I've noticed is when you split your days into these 4 areas, not only are you more excited to get into your work blocks, to get into your creative work blocks, to get into your kind of fitness and health work blocks, but you also at the same time simultaneously are more effective in every single area because you have that more balanced approach. And I know what you're thinking, like there's a lot of people that say you don't need balance, you just have to work. And sure, that does sound cool on a reel or on a little Twitter post, but the reality is not everyone or not anyone really can work for 16 hours focused on a singular task. There's gonna be some times where you have to refuel, you have to recharge, you have to take things at a different angle. Most people misconstrue the word work with just doing one thing, where the 8 hours that I just kind of laid out for you is all work, right? Going to the gym is work. Doing creative work is work. Going for a walk is work, because it all kind of accumulates to the progress to one specific goal that you're striving towards. Machines replace humans, so don't act like one. So here's just another section to this video on how to overcome the grind set, because a lot of people watching this will be like, great, that sounds cool. I can split it into those work blocks, but honestly, I just don't have time. Like, I just can't possibly fathom how I can split my day into those work blocks. Well, here I'm going to give you some crucial things that you can do in order to kind of recover some of that lost time that you think that you don't have the capacity to overcome. So first you have to go through the process of elimination. And I know you've heard this again, right? Going to cross off all the things that aren't productive, but you really have to do an extensive audit on your entire life and the things that are actually helping you to progress to your goal. So here's going to be an extensive list of things that you can kind of, eliminate or just kind of delegate in order to save up some time. Cooking, simplifying meals, time traveling, aim to do it at home or closer, cleaning, aim to hire, repetitive tasks, make a brief video course, clothing, wear the same outfit while working, get rid of items you don't use frequently, use software to eliminate tasks, a whole separate topic, and more. And this can eliminate 1 to 3 hours daily if done correctly. Wearing the same thing or just not thinking about what you have to eat, eating the same thing every day are huge things that apparently society conditions you to eat different meals or wear different clothes. But in reality, if you're working, if you're building something, that is just wasted effort. And to kind of pack up this video with a nice ribbon, also think of the Pareto principle or the 80-20 rule. If you only had 2 hours every single day to get things done, what would those things be? Then, once you write down exactly what you would do in those 2 hours, then you can really pinpoint the lever-moving tasks that will get you towards your goal. Understanding these concepts will get you miles ahead of everyone else because a lot of people are just grinding, struggling, trying to get through, but don't understand that they have to make things sustainable in order for them to grow. And this is how productivity can help you in order to get way ahead than everyone else. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, this is based off a newsletter. So if you want to read the whole thing that's got even more information in it, then click the link in my bio. I've also got a free training to become a creator in 2024. Click the link on my bio as well. Those 2 videos will be linked, or the newsletter and the video will be linked. So subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.